Respect is not given to good men. It's given to dangerous men who choose to stay controlled. And that's the part nobody wants to admit. Because if respect came from being kind, every nice guy would be respected. But you already know that's not how the world works. You've been polite. You've been helpful. You've been a good person. And still, people talk over you, ignore you, treat you like you're optional. Now, most of you are thinking, are you saying I should become rude, aggressive, toxic? No, I'm saying something far more uncomfortable. Respect is not about what you give. It's about what people think you're capable of taking away. And the top 1% understand this better than anyone. The biggest lie you were taught that respect is earned through goodness. Be nice, be humble, be agreeable, and people will value you. But in reality, that only makes you safe. And safe men are predictable. Predictable men are replaceable. Look around. The man who always says yes, who avoids conflict, who tries to please everyone, he doesn't get respect. He gets used. Because respect isn't built on kindness. It's built on perceived power. Not loud power, not fake dominance, but quiet, undeniable capability. Here's the truth most people won't say out loud. Every form of respect has a layer of fear inside it. Not fear like panic, but fear like, I shouldn't cross this person. Top 1% individuals don't beg for respect. They don't demand it either. They create an aura where disrespect feels like a mistake. You don't interrupt them. You don't test them unnecessarily. Why? Because something about them signals there are consequences here. And those consequences don't need to be spoken. That's power. They don't explain themselves. Average people over-explain. They justify. They defend. They try to be understood. But the top 1%, they say less. Because explaining too much is a subtle form of seeking approval. And approval kills respect. When a man is constantly trying to be understood, he's subconsciously saying, please agree with me. But a respected man doesn't need agreement. He makes decisions and lets results speak. Silence creates weight. Controlled aggression. This is where most people get it wrong. They think powerful men are aggressive. No. A weak man avoids conflict because he's scared. A dangerous man avoids unnecessary conflict because he doesn't need it. That energy is felt. You don't see it, but you sense it. It's in the way he looks at you, the way he pauses before speaking, the way he doesn't rush to react. That's not passivity. That's restraint. And restraint is intimidating. They don't seek liking, they command presence. Here's a hard truth. If you want everyone to like you, you will never be respected. Because respect requires boundaries. And boundaries create friction. Top 1% people are okay with being misunderstood. They are okay with being disliked because they're not performing. They're operating. When they enter a room, they don't try to win people over. They observe. They assess. They decide where their attention goes. And attention is power. They walk away without drama. This is one of the most underrated traits. The ability to walk away without explaining, without begging, without emotional speeches, just gone. Whether it's a conversation, a deal, or even a person, they leave the moment respect drops. Because staying in disrespect teaches people how to treat you. Top 1% individuals don't fight for respect. They remove access. And suddenly, people realize your value when it's no longer available. They build a life that validates them. Here's the final layer. Respect doesn't come from what you say. It comes from what your life proves. Your habits, your discipline, your standards. Top 1% people don't chase respect directly. They build a version of themselves that naturally commands it. They are focused. They are consistent. They are hard to replace. And that creates something powerful. Scarcity, and what is scarce, is respected. So here's the uncomfortable truth you need to sit with. You don't get respected because you're good. You get respected because people know you're not someone they can afford to disrespect. That doesn't mean becoming toxic. It means becoming solid, unshakable, disciplined, capable of walking away. Because at the highest level, respect is never requested. It's recognized. And if people don't recognize it yet, it's not because they're blind. It's because you haven't become undeniable. If this hit you, don't just watch and move on. Sit with it. Because most men won't. And that's exactly why they stay average. Subscribe if you want more truths like this.